Holiday Dudettes. And today is
July 9th, which is National
Sugar
Sugar
Cookie Day. Oh yes, cookies are fantastic. What a way to get a chance to get out all your extra cookie cutters that you have. And oh my gosh, we gave you a first shot of what we had already started. And we do have some extra that we have going here. We did do a buttercream, and we did have a wonderful recipe about that. And was that easy enough for you to do and decorate and all that stuff?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. It was very therapeutic.
Yes, it is. Well, why don't you tell them the method that we did use?
All right. Well, we obviously did a lot of different colors here. We are not sponsored, but we absolutely adore Wilton brand. All of these colors are Wilton, including our little eyeballs that we have here and our edible markers, which you can use with royal icing if you do not want to use buttercream.
Yeah, so today what we're going to do really quick is we're going to show you a real quick buttercream recipe. So at least it'll give you a chance to do it yourself. Now we do tell you to in grams instead of by cups and that, because that's the way I learned. So sometimes it's good to have a little scale.
In the description box below, we'll have all the recipes that you need.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start demonstrating our buttercream. So already in the mixer I have gone ahead and put in 150 grams of unsalted butter that I've let get to room temperature. And you want it just a little squeezable, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and you always want to start it out at a very slow speed as you're going to go ahead and start getting that butter, I don't know, used to getting beat the crap out of it. And then now we're going to go ahead and just start beating it up. It's not going to splash or splatter, and we'll go ahead and see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes is 5 minutes, all right? So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of the color before we go on to the next step. Nicole, I'm just beating the crap out of it. See, now it beats to such a way that it looks almost opaque, kind of, I guess you would say, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this bad boy back. I'm probably not going to do it right. Alright, so now what we want to do is we're going to start adding the powdered sugar. So you want to add that in thank you, Nicole. You want to actually add that in stages.
Yes, it is about 340 grams or 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. So we also have 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract that we will go ahead and measure out, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk that we actually have to have in a separate container.
Yeah, so what we'll be doing too is we'll be adding the vanilla. Actually will come in with the milk, and it will help to moisturize this, because with the amount of powdered sugar that we're adding to the buttercream, it's going to leave just a little bit of moisture to put it together. So what I have done is, and I should remind you too that you should sift it at least once. But my little idea is I've learned that if you sift it on a piece of parchment paper or wax paper, well, it will be easier to fold it up and take it and transfer it into your mixer as you're doing it. A lot easier than, big puffs of smoke kind of thing, and it's just a little bit easier. That way you're not banging against the mixer, okay? So go ahead, Nicole, put that in there, and we'll start sifting. Dun, 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 dun. Sift, 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 sift. Dump it all in there. Right. There you go. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and add the vanilla to the milk mixture, so I have that already. And once we start doing the powdered sugar into the mixture of the buttercream, you're going to do it in stages, and you're going to once again beat it about 3-4 minutes at each time in each stage. Okay? So we've already sifted. She sifted a really great big hunk of burning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop some in. Like I said, we're going to do it in a couple of stages here. Yeah, I think that's good enough for the first stage. See, like I mean, you're able to control a little better. I'm not making a great big mess. So
not great big.
Not great big. But all right. Now, so we're going to go ahead, like I said, and we're going to whip this up for about 3 minutes. But start it out slow, or you're going to have one heck of a cloud.
And then work your way kind of to it.
Pour it in.
See, we're all learning here, guys.
Now right, that's right. And then here, I'll just give you a little helping hand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in 2 batches. Look at that. Okay, so we went ahead and beat that last bit of powdered sugar in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start adding very slowly the milk mixture with vanilla in it. So we can start getting it up to the consistency of buttercream. Whoop, I'm making a mess. But take it slow. You might not need it all. So you know what the consistency of your frosting that you want. Because you want something that's going to hold up and it's going to be easy to smooth. That looks like I just about have it there, Nicole, doesn't it?
Actually,
yeah, it does look pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and give it just a minute here to give it a chance to throw itself around. That's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and give it a shot now. Let's go see what it does. Okay, I'm going to take it off because that way we can get a better idea. There we go. Let me see this bad boy. Okay. Okay, look at that. It's creamy enough. I don't know. Look at that. See? Look at that. Beautiful buttercream. Now, one of the hints that I do have to tell you guys now. Now, the reason why we told you about the Wilton coloring is it's a lot better to use for a buttercream. You do not want to ever use the liquid. And I'm going to tell you why. We had to use the liquid just to free this up. And you're going to go ahead and put a liquid food coloring this. You're going to change the composition of this whole thing. And it's going to be the runniest, nastiest mess that you ever had. Now, we could have freed up and not did as much. And we could... You know, we can make it even tighter if you want. That's up to you. If it is too loose, you can always stick it in the fridge to kind of firm it up a little bit and so you can use it a little bit later, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you here in a sec how to go ahead and spread that food coloring in your bowl so you can kind of get an idea of how fast that Wilton works, okay? So just give us a second to go ahead and set up and we will show you. Okay, so we're all set up here. Nicole, I want you to go ahead and demonstrate how easy the coloring is. So go ahead and pick a real pretty color.
Of course, my favorite.
The best way to put this in a jar is with a toothpick. It's a little bit easier to control. You don't need a lot, but it's easier, like I said, to control and get it in there. And she's going to show you. You can use as much and as little as you want, and you basically just run it through the frosting and start stirring it up a little bit. Make sure because it's going to get all that little bit of extra in there. Okay. You think you got enough in there that you want? You want to try a spoon now?
Let's try a spoon.
Okay, here's a spoon. And watch how this color comes about. Before you know it, you have some of the prettiest colors. As you can see, what we have that we've given you, the other shots of the other stuff, this was just with these coloring, these food colorings. Look at that. That's a really pretty purple. We're starting out really light. Now she could actually add one more run through and it would be a lot darker. Okay, so we had a blast today. I always enjoy making cookies with my children, but the best part about it is what?
Eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but we're going to peace out right now, Dude and Dudettes, and eat our cookies. Woo!
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God.